it is, Barney. Morrison Sisters is right. That show is old Ben, and he sure is running still.
Yeah.
Since you're already familiar with the enduring appeal of the Andy Griffith Show, it's clear that the show's lasting popularity stems from more than just nostalgia. For many viewers, the series offers a comforting sense of familiarity and simple values that resonate deeply, especially in today's fast-paced world. The humor is gentle, often highlighting honesty, kindness, and community, which provides a calming escape from everyday stress. The characters, from Sheriff Andy to OP and Barney, feel like old friends, creating a connection that keeps audiences coming back year after year. Additionally, the timeless themes of morality, loyalty, and family create a sense of continuity that appeals to multiple generations. The show's gentle pace and straightforward storytelling allow viewers to relax and enjoy its lighthearted messages without complication. It also evokes memories of a simpler time, making it a comfort to many who seek to reconnect with fond moments from their past. The classic humor and relatable characters have cemented its place in popular culture, ensuring that its charm still captivates viewers long after its original broadcasts. This combination of warmth, humor, and universal values makes the series a continual favorite across ages and eras.
I'd be glad to.
Come on up, let's see what else picked out.
In the early 1960s, the television series The Andy Griffith Show was set in the peaceful town of Mayberry, which was described as a serene and comfortable place where life moved slowly and simply. The town was portrayed as a cozy community where Sheriff Andy Taylor had little actual law enforcement work to do, often spending his days offering gentle advice and wisdom to his young son Opie as they went about their routines. Sheriff Andy also spent time managing Deputy Barney Fife, whose enthusiastic but sometimes misguided efforts often led to humorous situations. During this era of production, America was experiencing many changes and upheavals. The country was deeply divided over issues like the Vietnam War, and protests against the war were common. Meanwhile, a new generation of young people, known as hippies, rejected mainstream society by turning on and dropping out of traditional ways of life. Despite these turbulent times, the Andy Griffith Show provided viewers with a peaceful escape, emphasizing close-knit community values, simple pleasures, and timeless wisdom. The show was filmed during a period marked by social unrest and rapid cultural shifts, yet it stood out as a warm portrayal of small-town life in a time of national turmoil. Its gentle humor and focus on family and community made it a comforting program for many Americans, offering a sense of stability and tradition amid the chaos.
Let's get the campaign started and hit them hard.
Right.
I mean, do everything we can. Shake hands,
Everything.
go
Shake
see
hands.
people.
Right.
Just see everybody.
See everybody.
As viewers tuned into the 1960 television landscape, the Andy Griffith Show quickly became a favorite, drawing staggering numbers of viewers who longed for a sense of peace and simplicity during a time of social change. The show offered an idealized version of small-town life, presenting a friendly and calm community where problems were manageable and laughter was abundant. This made it stand out compared to many other shows of the era, which often dealt with more serious or complex themes. While programs like Gunsmoke, Wagon Train, and Bonanza brought adventure and excitement to the screen, and the Beverly Hillbillies offered humorous tales of rural riches, all these shows served a common purpose. They provided viewers with an escape from real-world issues such as crime, corruption, war, and societal chaos. People found comfort in these shows, which portrayed an easier, happier way of life. The Andy Griffith Show, with its gentle humor and wholesome characters, became a symbol of this peaceful retreat, standing alongside other popular programs that also helped viewers forget their worries for a little while. These shows dominated television ratings, shaping the entertainment options of the time, and reinforcing the idea that television could offer a safe haven from the troubles outside.
I'll wash these glasses.
Well, Andy Taylor, it's delightful to see you.
Because it stood out among the many television shows of the 1960s, the Andy Griffith Show created a special place in the hearts of viewers. It depicted a peaceful, friendly town where everyone knew each other well and got along smoothly. The show's setting was simple and warm, reflecting an ideal community that many people found comforting and nostalgic. Viewers loved watching the characters go through everyday life, sharing funny moments and solving small problems with kindness and humor. Many fans especially cherished the black and white episodes, especially the first 5 seasons. During this time, Don Knotts played Barney Fife, the town's bumbling but lovable deputy. His character brought plenty of laughs and became one of the most memorable parts of the series. The style of these early episodes gave a feeling of innocence and slower-paced life, which many older viewers found relaxing and familiar. The black and white filming added to this sense of simplicity, creating a timeless quality that continues to attract new fans today. Overall, the Andy Griffith Show's unique combination of humor, warmth, and community spirit has helped it endure over the years. Its black and white episodes, especially those first seasons, remain some of the most beloved and nostalgic parts of the series. Fans remember them fondly for their charming portrayal of small-town life and the hilarious antics of Barney Fife. The show's gentle humor and relatable characters make it a classic that many still enjoy watching long after it first aired.
That door, and you went direct to the barber chair. Is that right?
Yes, I guess so.
Andy, would you mind getting...
After Don Knotts left the show, the transition to color television changed the look and feel of the Andy Griffith Show significantly. Many viewers felt that with these changes, the program lost some of its original charm and warmth that made it so beloved in earlier seasons. Despite this shift, the show still managed to remain a popular and well-loved program, appreciated for its strong characters and heartfelt stories. During this period, it became one of the first TV shows to be called a dramedy, a mix of comedy and drama, which allowed it to explore more serious themes while still making audiences laugh. The show was also notable for using a laugh track, a background sound that emphasized the humor in each scene, even for the more heartfelt moments. Additionally, the show adopted a single camera format, which meant scenes were filmed with one camera at a time, giving it a more cinematic look compared to the multi-camera setups used in many sitcoms. Andy Griffith, the star and creator of the show, was firm in his vision and insisted on including exterior shots of Mayberry, which gave the show a distinct rural charm and added to its sense of authenticity. These outdoor scenes helped connect viewers to the small-town atmosphere and kept the show's warm, down-to-earth tone intact despite the changes. Overall, even as the show evolved with color TV and a shift in format, it continued to be a meaningful part of television history, blending humor with moments of real emotion.
Seems to me he's got to learn he can't pick a wife like he would another head of livestock.
Starting from his early career, Andy Griffith first gained fame by performing a comedy piece called What It Was Football. This performance showcased his talent for storytelling and humor, which helped him become well-known among audiences. After this, he starred in a movie called No Time for Sergeants, where he played a significant role that further increased his popularity. Later, Griffith made guest appearances on the television show Make Room for Daddy, where he played the part of a country sheriff. This role was important because it laid the foundation for his most famous character. Gradually, his role as a sheriff on Make Room for Daddy evolved into the character of Sheriff Andy Taylor, the kind and wise sheriff of Mayberry. This character became the basis for the beloved television series The Andy Griffith Show, where Griffith's warm personality and down-to-earth portrayal of Sheriff Andy Taylor made him a household name. His background and the characters he played before the show helped shape his iconic role, which many people loved for its humor, simplicity, and honesty. Griffith's experience in comedy, movies, and guest TV appearances all contributed to creating the lovable sheriff character that became one of television's most memorable figures. Through this journey, Griffith gained a reputation for being a relatable and trustworthy figure, making his character on The Andy Griffith Show a symbol of good, honest small-town life.
The what?
Believe it.
Oh, yes. It was beautiful.
Starting in the 1960s, The Andy Griffith Show had a significant influence on rural-themed television programs. It set a standard for how shows about small-town life could be both entertaining and believable. Many other series followed its lead, creating shows such as The Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, and Petticoat Junction, all of which focused on rural settings and characters. However, unlike these imitators, The Andy Griffith Show distinguished itself by offering storylines that felt real and relatable. The characters in the show were believable and had depth, making viewers feel connected to their lives and struggles. The show's creators paid close attention to how they filmed the series, using superior cinematography and thoughtful direction that emphasized the authenticity of the setting and characters. This focus on realism helped the show stand out and gave it a timeless appeal. Audiences appreciated that the show's stories were more than just simple rural comedy. They often had meaningful messages about family, community, and integrity. The show's success and authentic portrayal of small-town life influenced many later television programs and helped establish a new standard for rural storytelling on TV. Its impact can still be seen today in how rural life is depicted on television, with an emphasis on genuine characters and stories that reflect real experiences.
Like that.
What is there to afford? We are poor gypsies.
We live...
Whenever you think about the 1960 TV series The Andy Griffith Show, you picture a simple, peaceful small town called Mayberry, where life moves at a slow and steady pace. The show was known for showing the gentle, friendly way of life that many people remember from small towns across America. It focused on how neighbors helped each other, how community matters, and how staying true to traditional values made a town special. At the center of Mayberry was Sheriff Andy Taylor, a calm and kind man who kept everything in order but also understood how to listen and help those around him. As a widower, Andy's life was centered around caring for his son Opie, teaching him right from wrong, and making sure Opie grew up in a loving, safe environment. Visitors and friends often remarked on Andy's patience and wisdom as he balanced work and family life. Aunt Bee, Andy's sister-in-law, played a big role with her warm cooking and friendly advice. Her homemade pies and dinners brought comfort to everyone and made Mayberry feel like a true home. Occasionally, Andy would go on dates with Helen Crump, a school teacher who also shared his love of reading and simple pleasures. These moments showed a softer side of Andy, revealing his hope for happiness beyond his duties as sheriff and father. The show lovingly depicted the everyday routines of small-town life, filled with community picnics, church gatherings, and local events that brought people together. It painted a picture of a place where virtues like honesty, kindness, and hard work were valued above all. Through Andy's domestic life and the peaceful town he served, the series celebrated the quiet strength of community and family.
I never saw so many people turn out in the rain. Isn't it wonderful?
What time they coming through the goal, Gomer?
The truck ought to be coming through any...
Later, you see that Andy was widely regarded as a model of effective policing because he knew how to handle difficult situations calmly and fairly. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, he used his good judgment and calm attitude to solve problems. His approach often involved talking to people and listening to their concerns, which helped prevent conflicts from escalating. Even when Barney created chaos or trouble, Andy managed to settle things down by using his sense of humor and wisdom. He showed that good police work is not just about enforcing rules, but also about understanding people and helping them see what is right. Andy's ability to stay cool and use common sense made him a trusted figure in Mayberry. People looked up to him because he always treated others with respect and fairness. His style of policing was simple but effective, and it proved that being kind and wise can be the best way to keep peace. Barney, often quick to jump into action, learned from Andy that patience and wisdom are more powerful than rushing to judgment. Through his actions, Andy demonstrated that effective policing is about more than just making arrests. It is about building trust and ensuring everyone feels safe. His calm demeanor made him a role model for others to follow, showing that sometimes the best way to deal with trouble is to stay calm and use common sense. His presence in Mayberry made the town a peaceful place, and many admired his way of handling everyday problems with a gentle touch and effective results. Throughout the show, it is clear that Andy's charm and clear-headed thinking helped create a community where everyone felt valued and protected. His approach reminds us that good leadership and good policing go hand in hand, emphasizing kindness, wise decisions, and understanding as essential tools in maintaining harmony in the community.
Sunday school, I played the queen in 6 Who Pass While the Lentils Boil.
The Andy Griffith Show, a beloved television series from 1960, continues to resonate with audiences for its warm portrayal of small-town life and its gentle humor. Many viewers and critics alike see it as one of the finest examples of American television, highlighting its ability to depict human nature with sensitivity and insight. The show's humor is often understated but effective, rooted in the everyday interactions and relationships within the fictional town of Mayberry. Its portrayal of community life emphasizes values such as kindness, honesty, and neighborliness, creating a sense of nostalgia that many find comforting and timeless. The series is frequently praised for its high-quality writing and performances, especially that of Andy Griffith as the wise and compassionate sheriff. His portrayal captures the essence of a small-town leader who balances authority with humility and good humor. An interesting comparison draws parallels between Griffith's character and Giovanni Guareschi's fictional figures, specifically the gentle, humorous stories set in small Italian villages. Although Griffith's series does not feature a counterpart to Goreski's Pepone, whose witty confrontations with Don Camillo often serve as a central theme, the interactions between Sheriff Andy Taylor and Barney Fife occasionally mirror this dynamic, with Barney often unwittingly causing comedic chaos. Critics and fans alike have noted that the earliest episodes of the series, usually in black and white, tend to be more evocative and better crafted than the later color episodes. This shift from monochrome to color was a transitional point that some believe affected the show's overall tone and quality. Nevertheless, throughout its run, the show maintained a consistent focus on character development and moral lessons, making it a landmark in American television history. Despite widespread acclaim, some critiques acknowledge that not all episodes are equally strong, and that later seasons sometimes relied more heavily on predictable humor or formulaic plots. Yet, even these moments are often redeemed by the authenticity of the performances and the show's underlying message of human goodness. A poignant aspect of the show is its reflection of universal human traits, desires, fears, obsessions that are no different across cultures or eras. This commonality is why many believe that The Andy Griffith Show is an American classic that deserves greater international recognition. It demonstrates that, despite regional differences, human nature remains consistent, and simple stories about community and morality can have enduring appeal. In conclusion, The Andy Griffith Show is celebrated not only for its humor and entertainment, but also for its profound portrayal of human character and community life. Its legacy as a television classic is well earned, and many wish it were more widely appreciated outside America. While opinions on the quality of episodes may vary, the series' overall warmth, insight, and timeless appeal make it a treasure of American culture. Its gentle humor and moral integrity continue to inspire new generations, proving that good storytelling rooted in human authenticity remains relevant across time and borders.
He suffered the pangs of making a few million or so for his efforts. We feel that his motive...
As we wrap up our look at The Andy Griffith Show, there's one more piece of the story that truly adds depth to its legacy. In our bonus segment, we uncover what happened to the beloved cast members after the cameras stopped rolling. You'll learn surprising details about their careers, personal lives, and the moments that kept them in the spotlight long after Mayberry faded from the screen. This is where the story becomes even more fascinating, revealing the real lives behind the characters we've come to know so well. Stay tuned, because what you uncover next might just change the way you see these timeless actors forever. The best part is just ahead.
A security sale. Boo! You gotta stop that. Go.
George Lindsay is best remembered for his role as Goober Pyle in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. His portrayal of the slow-witted but lovable auto mechanic made him a household name. Lindsay's character was a reflection of his talent for blending comedy with an innocent charm that resonated deeply with audiences. Beyond the show, Lindsay's career was marked by steady work in television and film, often typecast as a comic sidekick. However, his life outside of acting was less stable. Rumors circulated about financial difficulties later in life, and there were unverified reports suggesting personal struggles with alcohol, which he publicly denied but hints of which persisted. Lindsay faced his share of hardships, including the loss of close friends and health issues, particularly a battle with diabetes. Despite his fame, he kept his personal troubles private, leading to speculation about a darker side. The last known information about Lindsay indicates he retired from public life, living quietly in Nashville until his death. His passing marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy tarnished by mystery and unspoken struggles that shadowed his cheerful on-screen persona.
What happened? He's gonna sink.
Morning, Deputy.
Betty Lynn is best known for her role as Thelma Lou, the sweet and steady girlfriend of Barney Fife on The Andy Griffith Show, a role that captured the innocence and charm of small-town life in the 1960s. Her portrayal made her a recognizable face, symbolizing a period of nostalgic Americana. Beyond her TV fame, Lynn's career was modest. She stepped away from the spotlight after the show ended in 1968, choosing a quieter personal life. Her post-show years were marked not by scandal or controversy, but by a deliberate retreat from Hollywood's glare, seeking personal peace amid the pressures of early fame. Rumors of personal hardships circulated in later years, suggesting struggles with depression and health issues. Yet concrete details remain scarce, fueling whispers of a private life shrouded in darkness. In recent times, Betty Lynn has kept a low profile, with only sparse updates on her well-being. She is frequently seen at fan events, embodying the nostalgia she helped create, yet her private life remains largely hidden behind a veil of silence. The last confirmed sighting places her in her late 90s, quietly reflecting on a life that was both cherished and obscured by the passage of time.
I say I'm sorry I woke you.
I heard you, Gomer, I heard.
I haven't had any sleep for the last...
Jim Nabors is best known for his role as Gomer Pyle, a naive and good-hearted gas station attendant turned Marine, in the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. His portrayal of Gomer was marked by a gentle sincerity and a distinctive, heartfelt voice that made the character instantly recognizable. Nabors' portrayal transcended comedy, creating a character with vulnerability and innocence that touched many viewers. After the show ended, Nabors pursued a solo singing career that highlighted his unique baritone voice, leading to successful nightclub acts and concert tours. Despite his public success, Nabors faced personal hardships that remained largely hidden. He kept his private life guarded, but rumors of emotional struggles and issues with personal identity persisted. His career was occasionally marred by allegations of scandal, but these claims lacked concrete evidence and remained speculative. Nabors showed signs of depression and loneliness, especially as he retired from the limelight, which persisted into his later years. In the final chapter of his life, Nabors withdrew from public view, living quietly in Hawaii. The last confirmed reports indicate he remained there until his death in 2017. The true nature of his later life remains shrouded in mystery, leaving many to wonder about the private battles behind his cheerful on-screen persona.
Well, let's just put it this way. You know those...
Richard Keith portrayed Johnny Paul Jason, a minor but memorable character on the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. His role was that of a mischievous young boy, whose antics and rebellious streak often challenged the town's peace. Keith's performance revealed an ability to bring both humor and a darker undertone to the innocent facade of childhood. After the series ended, Keith's career took a mysterious turn. Unlike many of his peers, he vanished from the Hollywood spotlight, leading to rumors of personal struggles and hidden hardships. Some reports suggest he faced financial crises and disillusionment with showbiz, yet little concrete information is available about his life during those years. There are whispers of legal issues and mental health challenges that remain unconfirmed, adding a shadow of uncertainty. Keith's private life remains largely shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation about crises, alienation, or perhaps a desire to escape the limelight altogether. In recent times, the last known public record places him out of the public eye, with no indications of his current whereabouts or well-being. This silence leaves his story open-ended, a quiet enigma wrapped around a childhood role that once defined his brief moment in the spotlight.
Thanks. I'm telling you, Dr. Bennett, it's all...
Hal Smith is best known for his portrayal of Otis Campbell on The Andy Griffith Show, where he played the lovable yet troubled town drunk. His character was both humorous and tragic, often showcasing Smith's talent at blending comedy with darker undertones. Otis was more than just a comic relief. He symbolized the struggles of addiction and escapism in small-town America. Smith's portrayal brought depth and complexity to the role, making Otis a memorable figure in television history. Beyond his iconic role, Hal Smith's career was marked by a series of dissonant experiences. He continued acting in television and film, but his life was fraught with personal hardships, including battles with alcoholism, which eerily mirrored his character's struggles. Rumors suggest that his descent into alcoholism affected his career and personal life profoundly, leading to periods of instability. Despite professional successes, these difficulties cast a long shadow, and Smith rarely spoke publicly about his darker times. His life was also riddled with legal issues, accusations, and rumors of substance abuse and health problems that worsened with age. His notoriety was often overshadowed by the darker sides of his personal struggles. The most recent credible reports indicate that Hal Smith lived a reclusive life after retiring from acting, with limited public appearances and little media coverage. He passed away in 1994, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with both his comedic talent and personal battles. The true details of his final years remain mysterious, shrouded in the shadows of his earlier struggles. The exact circumstances surrounding his death and his post-retirement life are largely undocumented, adding a layer of intrigue to his story.
believe that's what I'll do.
Parley Bear's role as Mayor Roy Stoner in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show was a small but memorable part that showcased his talent for portraying authority figures with a subtle humor. His character was known for his quirky demeanor and comic timing, adding a unique flavor to the rural setting of Mayberry. Bear's portrayal demonstrated his ability to combine lightheartedness with a hint of underlying complexity, making Mayor Stoner a distinctive presence. After the show ended, Bear's career continued steadily, mainly in voice acting and radio, yet he kept a low profile off-screen. Rumors whisper of personal struggles, including financial difficulties that reportedly haunted him later in life. Some accounts suggest that during the 1970s and 80s, Bear faced scandals involving disputes over royalties and professional disagreements that marred his reputation. Beyond professional setbacks, he hinted at emotional hardships tied to his elusive personal life, including struggles with health conditions and a sense of isolation. The last known information about Bear indicates that he retired quietly in California, living away from the public eye. No public records confirm any final scandals or significant health issues before his death, which remains somewhat shrouded in mystery. His legacy endures through his radio and voice work, leaving behind a complex figure shaped by talent and adversity.
Alan's your boy. You don't want to go bowling tonight?
No.
Okay, I'll see you.
Okay.
Hope Summers portrayed Clara Edwards, a kindly but often weary townswoman in The Andy Griffith Show, a role that became her defining character in early television history. Her performance captured a deep sense of warmth mingled with underlying sadness, revealing a woman burdened by life's ongoing struggles while maintaining a facade of community stability. Summers portrayed Clara with a quiet dignity that resonated beyond the screen, embodying the silent resilience of small-town life. After the show's end in the early 1960s, Summers faced a career that never quite reached the same heights. She struggled with fading fame and limited opportunities, which led to periods of unemployment and personal hardship. Rumors circulated about her drifting into financial difficulties, but verified details remained scarce. Her later years were shrouded in mystery, with very little media coverage or public appearances, fueling speculation about her mental health and possible struggles with aging and loss. There are no confirmed scandals or criminal allegations linked to Summers, but her life was marred by personal hardships that cast a shadow over her legacy. The last known records indicate that she withdrew from the entertainment industry entirely in the later decades of her life, living quietly and avoiding the public eye. Despite the darkness surrounding her final years, her early portrayals remain a testament to her talent and the impact she made during her brief time in the spotlight. The full story of Hope Summers' life continues to be elusive, and her legacy endures in the nostalgia of classic television history.
Churches have visited us as guest performers. They have invariably worn the conventional robes. Now, that's very...
Eleanor Donahue portrayed Ellie Walker in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show, a role that etched her into the fabric of early American television. As Ellie, she was a warm, intelligent, and independent woman, a contrast to the era's typical female characters. The role showcased her acting depth and charm, gaining her recognition as a rising star. After the show ended, Donahue's career took a quieter path, with fewer high-profile roles. Unlike many of her peers, she avoided the spotlight's harsh glare, choosing privacy over fame. Behind closed doors, Donahue's life carried shadows of personal hardship. Rumors and reports suggest struggles with career stagnation, and her avoidance of media interviews has fueled speculation about emotional battles and health issues. There have been whispers of a long-standing battle with depression, compounded by the disappointments of an industry that often overlooked her talents. No public scandals or criminal allegations tarnished her image, yet her retreat from showbiz hints at deeper, unspoken pain. Her later years remain shrouded in mystery, with sparse reports on her current whereabouts. The last confirmed update places her in her hometown, leading a quiet, private life, avoiding the limelight. Despite her less visible later years, her contribution to television remains significant, marking her as a notable figure who weathered personal storms in silence. Denver Pyle played the rustic and humorous Briscoe Darling in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. His portrayal of Briscoe, a self-proclaimed mountain man, was marked by a rugged charm mixed with an undercurrent of melancholy. Pyle infused the character with a mix of comedic timing and underlying darkness, hinting at deeper struggles beneath the jovial exterior. This role etched him into the fabric of classic television, yet behind the scenes, his life was riddled with quiet hardships. Pyle's career was marked by a series of ups and downs, often shadowed by typecasting, and a struggle to escape roles similar to Briscoe. His personal life was troubled. He faced financial difficulties, and rumors of substance abuse lingered, though unconfirmed. Pyle's career waned in the later years, overshadowed by health issues and the fading of his fame. His last known appearances were in supporting roles during the 1980s, but the man behind Briscoe Darling remained a mystery. Little is known about his final years, which were spent in relative obscurity, battling unseen demons. Recent reports indicate that he passed away in the early 1990s, leaving behind a complex legacy of screen presence marred by personal struggles. His life reveals the shadows often lurking behind Hollywood fame.
I'm not talking about traffic jams, I mean a crime wave. Oh, but that traffic jam. Oh, that was a big one. Will you?
Frances Bavay is best remembered for her role as Aunt Bee Taylor in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. Her portrayal of Aunt Bee was marked by a gentle, nurturing presence that hid underlying complexities. This role brought her widespread fame, but it also typecast her, limiting opportunities in her later career. Despite her warm on-screen persona, Bavay's life off-camera was filled with personal struggles. She faced accusations of being difficult on set, rumors that she longed for more serious acting roles, and a mysterious sense of disconnection from her public image. Her personal life was troubled by her loneliness and her desire for artistic fulfillment, which she repeatedly found elusive. After the show ended, she withdrew from the bright lights of Hollywood, retreating into a private world that was filled with hardship and unfulfilled ambitions. Her later years were marked by loneliness as she faced declining health and financial difficulties, yet she kept her privacy fiercely guarded. There are persistent reports that she was deeply disillusioned, believing her career had been limited by her iconic role. She died in 1989, after years of living in relative obscurity, her true life shadowed by unseen battles. The exact details of her final days remain shrouded in mystery, adding a layer of dark intrigue to her legacy. The last known information suggests she quietly passed away in her home, leaving behind a complex legacy rooted in both talent and personal tragedy.
I was sure the boy made it all up, but he gave you a name, he gave you a location, he gave you an actual quote from the man.
Don Knotts achieved fame through his role as Deputy Barney Fife in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. His portrayal of Barney, a bumbling yet endearing sheriff's deputy, became iconic, defined by nervous energy, comedic timing, and a constant struggle with authority. Knotts' performance transformed him into a household name, earning multiple Emmy Awards and securing his place in television history. Behind the scenes, Knotts faced numerous challenges. Despite his comedic success, he battled personal insecurities, which appeared to drive his relentless work ethic, but also led to periods of depression. His career after The Andy Griffith Show was marked by typecasting, difficult transitions into film and stage, and a series of failed ventures that diminished his popularity. His personal life contained darker elements. In 1972, Knotts' marriage ended amid allegations of infidelity and emotional turmoil that he rarely addressed publicly. Later, he suffered health issues, including substance abuse, which he reportedly struggled with privately. In his final years, Knotts kept a low profile, rarely appearing in public and facing financial difficulties. His death in 2006 marked the end of a complicated legacy haunted by both comedic brilliance and personal hardships. The latest information suggests he left behind a life filled with both triumphs and struggles, remembered for his unique humor, but also for the shadows that darkened his years in the spotlight. Jack Dodson gained fame, playing Howard Spragg on the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. His character was a gentle, sometimes awkward county clerk, embodying a mild, unassuming persona that contrasted with other more colorful characters. Dodson's portrayal brought a quiet dignity and subtle humor to the role, earning him recognition and appeal among viewers who appreciated his understated performance. Behind the scenes, Dodson was known for his professionalism, but his career did not flourish beyond the show's success. After The Andy Griffith Show ended, Dodson struggled to find roles that matched his earlier popularity, often facing typecasting and limited opportunities in Hollywood. His life was marked by personal hardships, and fleeting fame that shadowed his later years. There were whispers of substance abuse issues and financial difficulties, common struggles among actors whose careers fade without sustained success. Dodson's life was characterized by a quiet resilience amid personal setbacks, yet few details of his later years have been publicly confirmed, leading to a mysterious aura about his final days. The last known facts suggest that he withdrew from the public eye and lived a private life until his death in 1994. To this day, Dodson remains a figure remembered for his charming simplicity and the enigmatic last chapter of his life. Andy Griffith's portrayal of Sheriff Andy Taylor in the 1960s gained him fame for embodying warmth, calm authority, and a deep moral integrity. His character was a symbol of small-town values, but beneath that wholesome facade, Griffith's personal life was layered with struggles. After the show ended in 1968, Griffith's career faced a decline marked by typecasting and limited choice roles, which often led to feelings of frustration. Off-screen, Griffith experienced turmoil, including battles with substance abuse that he publicly acknowledged later in life, revealing the darker side of his personality. He also faced financial hardships. Despite his popularity, due to poor investments and changing Hollywood trends, public scandals occasionally overshadowed his personal life, though Griffith kept many details private. His marriage to his wife Cindy was steady, but rumors of infidelity and personal regrets persisted. Griffith's health declined in his later years, with reports indicating serious issues from heart problems. His final days remained relatively quiet amidst the shadows of past hardships. The last available information points to his passing in 2012, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with both his beloved on-screen persona and a complex, often troubled, inner life.
No, Andy. He's right here with me and Floyd. He has to.
Howard Morris's portrayal of Ernest T. Bass in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show stands as a defining moment in his career, showcasing his talent for blending comedy with a wild, unpredictable energy. Ernest T. Bass was a troublemaker from the mountains, known for his unruly behavior and unpredictable outbursts. Morris infused the character with a raw, almost primal energy that made him both hilarious and unsettling, making Ernest T. a memorable figure in television history. Behind the scenes, Morris was not just a comedian, but a man who faced personal struggles that shadowed his career. His life was marred by battles with addiction and mental health issues, which many believe contributed to his enigmatic and sometimes erratic behavior. Despite his success, Morris's life was plagued by the dark side of fame, and rumors of substance abuse and mental instability persisted throughout his career. In later years, he withdrew from the limelight, and little was known about his personal life, fueling speculation about his hardships. The last known reports indicate that Morris quietly faded from public view, living a secluded life until his death. His passing marked the end of a complex chapter in television history, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with talent and tragedy.
Regarding the case before the bench, I find that while the defendants are guilty as charged, their unselfish devotion to charity should be a...
Alan Melvin's portrayal of Clarence Doc Molloy in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show marked a significant chapter in television comedy, showcasing his ability to embody the kind-hearted, narrative-driven character that brought humor and warmth to rural life. Melvin's role as the surrogate veterinarian and friend to the town residents made him a familiar face that resonated with audiences seeking comfort and simplicity. Yet, behind this cheerful persona, Melvin's career was shadowed by constant struggle to escape typecasting, often relegated to comedic side roles that limited his artistic growth. After the series ended, Melvin faced financial hardships and a career stagnation that reflected the harsh realities of television actors who could not transition smoothly into other roles. His personal life harbored darker, less-known secrets. Rumors of strained relationships and unspoken personal conflicts circulated, but concrete details remained scarce. Critics noted Melvin's career as marked by missed opportunities rather than scandals or public controversies. The last known information on Melvin reveals only a quiet decline from the spotlight, with little public record of his later years. His passing remains unpublicized for many, leaving a lingering mystery about his final days. The true extent of his struggles and the depth of his life behind the camera remain largely unknown, but suggest a life as complex and guarded as any mystery. Ron Howard's portrayal of O.P. Taylor in the 1960 television series, The Andy Griffith Show, launched his career into the national spotlight at a young age. As O.P., a bright, innocent boy from Mayberry, Howard's performance captured the innocence and simplicity of small-town life, making him a beloved child star. His character embodied warmth and humility, resonating deeply with audiences and shaping his early identity in Hollywood. Following the show's end, Howard transitioned into a successful director and producer, earning critical acclaim for films like Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, and The Da Vinci Code. Despite this professional success, his personal life was marred by challenges. He faced a public divorce from his wife Cheryl, marked by media scrutiny and personal pain, revealing a more human and vulnerable side behind his polished public image. Howard's life also included struggles with balancing fame and family life, compounded by the pressures of Hollywood's ruthless industry. Rumors of secrets and scandals circulated but lacked definitive proof, fueling dark speculation. In recent years, Howard has kept a low profile, rarely discussing personal hardships publicly. The latest reports suggest he remains dedicated to filmmaking and philanthropy, quietly confronting the shadows of his past while preserving his legacy.
Hey, haven't you heard? I'm innocent.
Howard McNear portrayed Floyd Lawson, the gentle and somewhat bumbling barber in The Andy Griffith Show. His character became beloved for its warmth and humor, but behind this seemingly light-hearted role lay a life filled with hardship and struggle. McNear's career was surprisingly stagnant before his notable TV role, and he was already in his 50s when he gained fame. His acting career, like many in that era, was marred by limited opportunities, and his personal life was troubled by health issues that would eventually overshadow his work. In the late 1960s, McNear suffered a massive stroke that left him partially paralyzed, drastically altering his ability to work and live independently. The stroke resulted in severe motor skill loss, confining him to a wheelchair and altering his speech, yet he continued to make sporadic appearances in minor acting roles. His health crises brought a dark chapter in a life that had already seen its share of hardship, and his situation drew sympathy from fans and colleagues alike. Despite his limited mobility, McNear remained committed to his craft, often appearing in small roles or as himself in interviews that revealed a man battling unseen demons. The last known information about Howard McNear suggests he withdrew from public life after the early 1970s, living quietly until his death in 1969, 2 years after a second, more serious stroke. His life story remains a haunting reminder of the fragility behind the face of small-town television humor and the unseen battles that many face beyond the screen.
Yeah. Deep down, Floyd's a good guy. His bark's always worse.
The Andy Griffith Show remains a beloved part of television history, capturing the warmth and simplicity of small-town life. The cast, including Andy Griffith as Sheriff Andy Taylor and Ron Howard as O.P., became household names. Many of them faced personal and professional challenges after the show ended, with some struggling with fame or changing careers. Despite these changes, their performances left a lasting impact on viewers. The show's timeless themes of kindness, integrity, and community continue to resonate. Watching it today brings back memories of a different time when family values and small-town charm were central. Did you watch The Andy Griffith Show when you were a child? What memories does it bring back for you? Share your stories and reflections in the comments below. We love hearing how this classic series touched your life and inspired your own stories. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey into Mayberry's charm.
But you stopped that fight. I like Barney very much. Not want him to get hurt.